Hello everyone, Tennessee Tactical back at it again with another video. Today we've got an exciting video for you. So I have just finished up my fourth and final semester here at SDI, and now we are here again, once again, and for all. We're doing a semester 4 review and reflection review. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We will be making a complete degree overview and reflection. I want to kind of take a step back and think about everything that we've done over the year and a half and all the courses we've taken, or I've taken, and then I'm going to make a complete degree review for the associate's degree. But this is just for semester 4 at SDI. And also I've got a few other videos coming out. The AR-10 build, I made 2 videos on the lower and the upper. I'm going to make a whole video on the complete rifle here this week, and then I'm also going to make, like I said, that complete degree review. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I always explain before the actual explanation of this semester. Semesters at SDI are 16-week semesters, but they're broken down into 8-week modules, and each 8 weeks you have different courses or classes. So that's basically how it works. So for this semester, we had 6 courses. 6 courses. It was a lot. And obviously they were broken down into 8 weeks. So it was really 3 one 8 weeks and then 3 the next. But here they are. So we have stock refinishing metalworking lab. So there's 1. We have intro to psychology. We have advanced ballistics, the hand checkering lab, the modern sporting rifle or the capstone project, as well as Business Mathematics 100. So now that I've told you what I've took, now I'm going to kind of go into a very brief overview of that, tell you what I've done this past 16 weeks, and then also give some opinions at the end of this semester, giving this semester a review, just like I always do with my past reviews. And I will also link in the description the semesters 1 through 3 as well, so you can go check those out. So you don't miss anything that I've done. So without further ado, stock refinishing and metalworking lab. So if you remember from the past semester reviews, we had to build a muzzleloader. It was a Tradition Shenandoah 50 caliber muzzleloader. I'm not going to bring it out in this video, but I did make a video on it. This is the lab book that we had to use. So we had to build the whole entire rifle. I do some inletting, sanding, shaping, all that good stuff. But then in the second part of that lab, which is the stock refinishing and metalworking lab, we had to finish the stock with a stain and then an oil varnish. And then we also had to kind of polish up the brass and things like that, as well as brown the barrel with browning solution. So it was really, really fun. It was a 4-week class or lab class. Went by really fast. Just the initial part of it, we jumped right in. It was week 1. We learned a little bit about finishes and varnishes and browning, and then we just went ahead, smooth sailing into the rest of the class and finished it up pretty nice. I used Minwax gun stock 231 for my stain that they sent. Also used the Mark Lee brown solution, number 2. That's what we used to brown it. What I did was, of course, you have to heat treat it. So what I did was I took a propane torch, and then I heated up, and then applied the solution, then reheated and carded it with steel wool. So that's what I did, and that's really about it. Polished the brass, and boom, the rifle was done. We done the reassembly, and then I made that video of the complete build of the muzzleloader, and then I shot it, and it was really fun. So that was that class. It was very fun. Next class was Intro to Psychology. This is one of the general education classes that are required for the associate's degree. It was okay. It was a lot of nonsense, in my opinion. It's really weird. If you've ever took psychology in college, it's very, and some high schools do like a college level course on that. I know my whole high school offered it, but I never took it. It's basically like finding yourself and perspectives on different things in life. Very weird course. It wasn't for me. I think it's just too much thought that goes into it for really nonsensical reasons. but it's just psychology. That's all it is. I can't really explain much more about that. Advanced ballistics. This was a really fun course. So if you remember my semester 1 review, if you haven't watched that, I highly suggest you check that out. I've got a lot of information in there, not just from semester 1, but like general admission questions, like assignment questions, like just housekeeping questions of how the school works and functions. So I would highly suggest that you check that video out. If you're interested in going to SDI, or if you've already enrolled and you're just waiting to start, highly suggest you check it out. But anyway, advanced ballistics is basically just the advanced ballistics course of this school. So in semester 1, I took BBS 100, which is basic ballistics 100. And now we were taking advanced ballistics, or BBS 200, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Which is advanced ballistics. Basically, everything in basic ballistics is just re-evaluated into advanced ballistics with way more in depth. So we really scratched the surface in basic ballistics on, like, casting bullets, reloading, stuff like that. You really hone in on those skills and terms and stuff like that. You really get to learn how to, like, load. Do some custom loads. You get to learn some general reloading shop safety. It's always good to learn. Like learning how to reload shot shell, learning how to load different cartridges, like the intermediate cartridges like 5.56. We learned about different kind of casings, like bottleneck casings, which is found in the 5.56 or 223, 308 cartridges like that. And then basically just everything, like I said, you learn in basic ballistics, you learn more in depth into advanced ballistics. So it's pretty fun. I really enjoyed the class. The instructor was cool. Did some cool things. No hands-on activities in this class, but very fun nonetheless. And the next class that I had was the hand checkering lab. That was my most recent video. Check that out. Basically, we had to take a wood blank stock, or a wood stock blank, and do some checkering. I've got the lab book here. Basically, checkering is carving out a pattern, in the most elementary term, by the way, is carving out a pattern into wood for the stock, usually like on the grip of the forearm, where you place your hands on the stock. There's really two main reasons why you do this. Number one is it does add kind of aesthetic look. You can tell that it does actually look pretty cool. But not only that, but it also offers like a textured grip pattern as well, to kind of help your arms from or your hands from kind of moving during firing and stuff like that. So it's really cool. I liked it. It was a pretty fun class. It was very challenging, though. Checkering is something that's not taken lightly. It's very hard. It looks easy, but it's way harder than it looks. So I made a video on that. I think I failed completely, but I ended up making an A in the class, so obviously I didn't fail. But as far as like my own personal goals and stuff, I think I need some more practice, which is okay. But check that video out, the hand checkering lab. That was very fun. Now the next, and by the way, during this course, we also did learn about like different types of patterns, different types of checkering, why checkering is important, how to checker, stuff like that. So it wasn't just like, hey, here's a stock blank, now checker. It was a lot more to it than that. So now going into another course, we have Business Mathematics 100. Basically, it is just business mathematics. Everything you're going to learn when owning a business, running a business, managing a business, the finance, and basically it was more of like an accounting and finance part of the like business courses at SDI. You get to learn very broad spectrum here. I'm not going to go into in depth, probably missing a lot of the details anyway, but just, these are just overviews anyway. Get to learn about markups, get to learn about interest, get to learn about principal, interest, stuff like that. Get to learn about inventory, controlling, managing inventory. But it's not just those terms. You get to learn the mathematical part of that. There's a lot of formulas you have to use. It's honestly really easy. It was a very, very easy course. I enjoyed it. Very fun. Just basically business, but the financial and mathematical accounting part of running or managing a business. And then the last class I had, which is the class that everybody wants to take, the capstone project, or what the course title actually is the modern sporting rifle. So I want to go ahead and kind of go in a little bit more in depth in this course because your course might be different from mine. And here's the reason why. At SDI, your do-all, end-all project is called the capstone project. You have a choice of what you want to build. So you get to build a literal serialized firearm. I hope I'm not forgetting any, but SDI offers an AR-10 chambered in .308, a AR-15 chambered in .556, a shotgun, pump shotgun, I'm guessing chambered in 12 gauge, a 1911, they offer that now, and then a pistol caliber carbine or an AR-9, so the pistol caliber ARs. So those are the firearms that you can build for your capstone project. I chose the AR-10 chambered in .308 from DPMS Panther Arms. I didn't get to choose the brand, but I got to choose the actual rifle itself. I wish I would have had Aero Precision, but there was some shipment issues and just issues getting that kind of inventory in, so they just chose to give me the DPMS Panther Arms. So that was very fun, getting to choose my own firearms. So your course might look a little different than mine. However, there's a lot of stuff that you get to learn in this course. A lot of basic and advanced ballistics kind of comes into kind of the forefront here, or at least in the background. Obviously, you get to build your firearm. You get to spend like 4 weeks building the firearm. You get to build in sections. So like, again, for instance, in my course, it was the AR-10. So 1 week we had to do like some head spacing, so, unpacking of the contents, and then do some head spacing with the bolt carrier as well as the chamber, barrel extension, stuff like that. And then 1 week we had to build the lower receiver. 1 week we had to build the upper receiver, and then do another head spacing check, and then do a complete functions check for 1 week of the whole firearm being built. Now, I haven't posted a video of the complete firearm yet, which I will do this week, so stay tuned for that. But I do have the complete lower and the complete upper separate videos made, so if you want to see that while you're waiting on the complete build review as well as first shots at the range as well. So there's a lot, like I said, that goes into it. Not only do you get to, is building your firearm in this course, you get to learn a lot of history, a lot of terms, a lot of information about the modern sporting rifle, which is basically like AR platforms, all the way from, during Vietnam all the way up until now. You get to learn about basically a very in-depth review and just analysis of how the firearm works and how the modern sporting rifle or AR platform functions. Now, again, my course material might look different depending on the capstone project you chose. I don't know. So if you guys have built something different than me and you've already done this, comment down below. I'd love to know kind of like how different your course was from mine. But other than that, that was really about it. There was a lot of information. You get to learn about head spacing was a huge thing, is safety. There was a lot of tools and parts sent from SDI. I'm not going to get out in this video. This is, like I said, just the reflection review. But it was a very fun course, and it ended out my time here at SDI. So that was all the courses that I took for this last and final semester of SDI, and that was the overview. Now, I've got a couple opinions, not many. So here's the opinionated part of the video. So semester 4 was crammed full of work. Oh my gosh, was I busy. So much work to do. Missed out on a lot of things. It's the sacrifice I'm willing to take for going to school. But so many things that I had to do. Not only that, but because you're in your 4th and final semester at SDI, at least for me and the instructors I had, they were really strict on grades. If you've kind of slacked off or kind of done it your own way, in this, the past 3 semesters, if you're getting ready to go into your 4th semester, I would highly suggest read the rubric, go by the rubric, because especially like for the modern sporting rifle, if you do not go by the rubric 100%, you're getting points knocked off, like no questions asked. So Definitely, it's expected of you by now, in the fourth semester. I know it was of me. So, definitely make sure you're on top of your stuff during the fourth semester. Very, very tedious amount of work that we had to do. There was just a lot of mixture of stuff. Like I had 2 general education courses and then 3 different firearms courses. Actually, 4 different firearms courses. So there was a lot there. And then obviously the 2 general ed courses. So there was a lot that goes into this. And then that's really about it. I mean, I don't really have any other opinions. The modern sporting rifle instructor I had was pretty tough. Not naming names, but he was pretty tough. It's expected. It's college. But just if you whenever you get to modern sporting rifle, if you get my instructor, you'll probably know what I mean. The first few weeks, he makes it very clear what he wants out of his students. Really, just the first week. If you don't get it done in the first week, it's pretty rough. But other than that, that's really about it. That's all I can really say for the 4th and final semester here at SDI. Now I'm going to make a few announcements before we end this video. Number 1, stay tuned to the channel. I've got videos coming out, regarding SDI, the modern sporting rifle, the AR-10, that I'm going to make a video about, like I mentioned before. I'm going to be making a video about the complete degree overview and reflection. I'm going to take a couple more days and kind of gather my thoughts, my opinions, kind of gather myself from this whole year and a half that I've been in college here, and bring all of my opinions and thoughts and knowledge to the forefront and give you guys some opinions, some advice, and just kind of an overview of the whole entire associate's degree program here at the Sonoran Desert Institute. So with that being said, I do plan on making more videos after the SDI videos. I just don't know what to do. Firearms are very expensive, and so are different accessories and products that go along with them. I mentioned in one video, I want to keep this channel alive. I don't know kind of what the future holds. I know I'm planning on going back to college. Probably not another firearms college, but I'm planning on going to a community college near me, just to kind of get a business degree and kind of hone in on that before I open my firearms business. I think it would bode well for me. Even, I've worked in a family business. My parents have been business owners all my life, but even with that, I still think it's very good to go to school and take a business degree. So that would be fun. So that's up in the air too. Probably getting ready to call admissions next week. And now, other than that, I do want to say something totally optional. But if you like what you see here, if you're enjoying the content that I make, if you like the channel, and if you're enjoying the channel, and if you feel free and feel like you want to do so, feel free to donate. I've got a Cash App I will link in the description below. You can donate. It helps out a lot. What happens with those donations is I will take it and use it to buy products that I will then review for the channel. Like there's a product that I'm wanting to purchase in the review for you guys, the brand new Springfield Echelon that just came out from Springfield Armory. I'm trying to gather the funds together to buy that, to review it for you all. So hopefully I can do that in the near future. But just, if you feel free to donate, like I said, I will leave that down below. You're not obligated to do so. Just if you feel like you need to or you want to or whatever. It's totally optional. Other than that, this really leaves me with just a couple more things. If you have any other questions about SDI, I know I didn't really explain like how assignments work or due dates, just general admission, housekeeping questions. I've got all of that covered in the first semester review, so go check that out. If I missed anything or if I didn't answer a question there that you need answered, please feel free to comment down below in the comment section on this video, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm really poignant about replying to people. I try to reply as quick as possible. Usually as soon as you reply, I get the notification, and then I'll start banging out a comment. So, if you have a question, please feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer. And then if I can't answer, if I don't have the answer for you, I will direct you to admissions or financial aid or whatever you need at SDI. I'll direct you to one of those guys, and they'll be able to contact you and give you further assistance with that. Other than that, if you've liked the video, please be sure to slap that like button. If you are new to this channel and you like what you see and you want to get notified every time I upload a video, feel free to slap that subscribe button with notifications turned on so you don't miss a video. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 4th and final semester review here at the Sonoran Desert Institute. Be aware and stay tuned that I am making 2 more videos about SDI, especially the complete degree overview and reflection. So stay tuned for more in the future, probably this week. And thank you all for watching. Have a snazzy day.